Hello and welcome to the first MonsterDungeon.com Pokemon battle, narrated by me, Monster Man. I've uploaded this simply to show people that you don't need to be scared of playing on Pokemon Online. I am very much a newbie when it comes to Pokemon battling, and you'll see from my many missed calls. But just because you're new to it doesn't mean that you need to be scared about getting hammered, and even if you do get hammered, it doesn't really matter. As you can see right now, I'm failing to a pretty basic tactic: lob up Stealth Rots, hit Raw, and it has been going for a while. It frustrates me in a second because really, you'll see what I mean. It could have gone wrong, but right now I missed call there. Didn't even know that Raw goes through substitute. That's how much of a noob I am. So you don't need to be scared of the thing. I'll show you what I mean by a bit confused now. I think it might be the bug in the software or something, because my Honchkrow on 68% there knocks off all Hippowdon's health, gets a recall, and then Life Orb knocks down 50%. Is that right? If you'll notice, in the bottom left corner, none of my Pokemon balls are faded out, which you'll see what I mean at the end, was one of his is. So it's not like it actually happened like that. I don't know, I'm very confused by it. Game has a few haxes and a few crits, as all game does. I end up losing my Weavile because it's frozen solid. Frustrating. Easily could have iron-headed his way through Weavile, but then the breaks. I think I get a crit or two in later, which helps. But as I say, what this is about isn't about me calling it play by play. There are so many missed calls and so many mistakes, it's not even worth trying that. The point is that you don't need to be afraid of losing. It's a great game. You don't need to think, oh, I'm not good enough to go online yet. I know it's something I thought, well, you know, these guys are experts. I'm playing in the underused tier, the UU tier, on the Pokemon Online server. A team that I made up on the spot. It's got some weaknesses I've noticed. Well, there's another one I didn't know. I didn't know Raikou could carry Shadow Ball until that. I'm pretty sure it's rather got a weakness to water. Certainly nothing that can hit it that hard outside of Arcanine's Wild Charge, and obviously Arcanine is a fire type, so you don't want to be throwing him out against water types. So that's something for me to take on board in the future. But you don't need to be scared. Just come up with a team, any team really. Go online. If you end up losing to weaknesses, then you redo your team. All I'm going to do is recognise a weakness and change it. You'll see I intend to upload a few videos in the next couple of days. My team will evolve as things go on. There are another lucky critical hit. But yeah, my team will evolve as things go on, and that's how it's meant to be. You're not going to get it perfect first time out. But it's well worth getting into. I mean, it's so much easier than having to IV breed than EV train Pokemon and then go online where you either got to find some opponents or you do the random matchup which only allows 3 Pokemon at a time. I much prefer the 6 versus 6 and 3 versus 3. It's basically what I want to say is make sure that you get out there and do it. It's a lot more fun than you would think, and it's a lot less scary than many people think it is. As I take down this Heracross, you'll notice in the bottom left corner I've got 2 Pokeballs. Now that doesn't quite match up with how it goes, and now if you watch this, it takes me down to 3%. I then do a Flare Blitz, which calls it a tie, which doesn't seem quite right as I've got a Pokeball left, but then again, what do I know? Anyway, that's it from us. Thank you for listening, and I'll be posting more up in the future.